Okay, a couple quick updates on the status of our T2 retro shooter mod kit. Coming along well. One of the things we've looked at is, instead of using the stock holsters and keeping your guns like this, what can we do with that stock holster to keep the guns in an upright position? Part of the challenge is, if you've ever looked in here, the hole's not very big. The gun does not go in there. And so we looked at some models, and this will sort of work, but it's not right. It needs to go in deeper. So our holster that we have for our pedestal, that's the right holster. It sits nice, keeps it great looking. That would be ideal. It, however, would need a jigsaw cut. So we may make these available, give you a die line if you want to get your jigsaw out and cut a hole. If there's enough interest in maybe a one-stick deck with obviously these holsters in it, that might be another option as well. We will see. But by far the least expensive way to do it is just to use the holsters the way they are. At least they fit well. A couple other things. This is our 19-inch screen upgrade with integrated sensors. They are hiding right there. You can hardly see them, and they work fantastic. I'll show you in a minute. If you don't upgrade the screen, the sensors are going to be on the surface, and they're going to be about this big around, not very large, and the wires will either be routed over the corners into the back, or if you wanted, you could drill a small hole, feed the wire through the back from the front, through the hole. So those are the options that come along. We're just finalizing these surface sensors. We'll make them available separately for anyone that's upgrading arcades. They work great, they're small, and far better than trying to make the TV ones work. So, one other thing we're working on, first I'll just show you quickly. I'll try to kill all the humans if I can. Sensors are working fantastically.
Let's get out of here.
So one thing about our board is that the buttons are going to work the up and down, and the go buttons will work on the control deck even when you're in a light gun game. That does not currently work with Retro Shooter. If you have a controller plugged in, it gets locked out in light gun games. Ours does not, as you can just see, which is kind of handy. The other thing that we have working is volume control. So you'll just, it's plug and play. The volume on the deck is going to control the sound from the Retro Shooter. So you can turn it down, and you can turn it up. We're using stock speakers. If you want to turn the recoil sound off altogether, then you need to hold the trigger down when you turn it on. That's not very convenient, especially when you're in the middle of almost a high score and you're being yelled at because you're making too much noise. So, with our mod kit, we are going to have the option to simply flick a switch, turn it off, flick the switch back on, and you got your recoil. We think that's going to be great. And yes, we're still working on the replacement deck. So you can just upgrade your existing deck, make it work, or you can get replacement decks all ready to go. We're going to have all the different options. So use the stock screen, use the stock deck, get a replacement deck, get a replacement screen, lots of different options. So that's just a quick update to show you how we're coming along with the T2 Retro Shooter Mod Kit. Hoping to have pre-orders starting mid-September. Thanks for watching.